Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on our home team. On the visitors' sideline, Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. These guys finally got in the win column last week following 2 straight losses to start the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Yeah, pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Brings up 2nd and 7. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 15 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Gregory will look to throw it. That's complete to Hutchinson. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken at the 37. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba. Pass the 20. And all the way in, touchdown, Sam. Jackson Smith-Njigba, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Landers able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now. Up the middle they go. Landers. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Gregory to throw. He's got this one to Hutchinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Landers. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Gregory. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gregory. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Gregory. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield, and allow the play to be successful.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0.
Our home team, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and...
Looking to throw again on second down. Gregory. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
A gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and...
Up the middle they go. Landers. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Tackled that time by Derek Hall. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Gregory. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Gregory. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. And now they're in the hurry-up.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 21-0.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Gregory. He'll try and do this himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
So a change of possession here on the punt. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run the toss to Walker. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it is 28-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gregory. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Gregory. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
32-yard line.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Gregory throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And blocked down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Right back to him on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
His 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Landers. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Now, 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba getting ready to go back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
Here we go, set. Hey, set.
Faking the give, Darnold. That'll be caught by Cobb. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Again, Darnold.
2nd and 4.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Landers. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gregory. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Gregory. He'll try and do this himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. And they bring their punter out there now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense,
One month down, and what a month it was. I'm Scott Hansen. Here's your Week 4 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start in KC, the Chiefs at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens always tough on defense, and this play no different here. They forced the interception. They've got room. They're taking it all the way. Pick 6 for the touchdown. The Ravens are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots? They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's a man who had a real nice season last year, Chuba Hubbard. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Panthers have won 2 straight since the Week 2 loss. They go to 3-1 with the victory. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara, the 49ers hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And it's Trevor Lawrence. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. So that'll do it for us. 1 month of the season is in the books, and it will only get better from here. Until next week, I'm Scott Hanson. Good night from EA Sports.